going to need a little bit of work. It's going to need a little bit of work for the base. There's a fracture here, so it's going to need to be patched so the trunk closes better. There's a standard bumper jack, no lug wrench, no hubcap remover, spare window shade. There's a fire extinguisher from previous owner. The inside is really nice. They did a good job painting it. You also can see where they just basically just made the car for the movie. So it's supposed to do the movie, then after the movie it's basically done. But you can see the light blue paint there for '66. And this is a book. I just want to make a quick reference here. Police Cars, Storing, Collecting, Showing by Ed Sano, James Post. Page 52. There's this car that I'm videoing here was inside that book. There's the car receiving a new frame because the Canadian frame rotted out. That's the exact car, so it's a pretty special car. Also, another thing I want to point out: this book is not included, by the way. Neither are the models or the sticker. If you look at this door shield here, fictional Cook County Safety and Service, and then you look at the Illinois State Police logo, there's a very close similarity. Just mentioning this in case you're traveling through Illinois for a blues show and you have the modern car, it's pretty close. It's pretty badly scratched out. I don't think anybody would think that you're doing anything wrong, but if you don't have historical plates or you're, just a little information that both of these look very similar. Moving back to my last part of the video here. This is a former owner's book. I added my little touch to it. Let me bring it out here. What we have here, this is just a little history, just to let you know that there's other Blues Brothers cars out there. There's Ray-Ban, poster for Ray-Ban. This is Marvin Gasperson, lines from the movie, and there's '66 there. I actually went to a B.B. King concert, and there's a pic that Mr. B.B. King was throwing out to the crowd. That's one of the ones that he threw out. So this book is not going. I will, however, if I get my asking price, go through the trouble making a copy. That's the fictional plate. There they are. These are some of the movie people. That's the former owner. He signed the book for the former owner there. There's another picture in the movie. This is proof that this car was actually used in the movie. See, 4862 P73 Boomo, MEC Blues Productions. So that's the one that was. This is your proof, if a new owner gets this car, that this car is actually used in the movie. And this copy of a fax, it looks like May 7th, 1999. So here's a picture of the actors. This is a copy of this is the original build sheet, P73 LX. You can see normally, if you have one of these police cars, you would know that normally if it's a police factory police car, they put police there, but it's not. This piece of clutter or lottery ticket was up on the dash when the previous owner had it. He found it, and if you watch the movie where the band is about to quit on that side road, you can see this is part of the clutter along the dashboard there. This I'm not sure. If anyone has any information in the comments, this might be made up from a guy in Madison, out in Wisconsin, or this could be something that the movie company made up for these official cars. I know this one has it here. 43 had it stuck to the back window, those are the only two cars I know of. I haven't seen any other movie cars up close. So if anyone has any information on that, I'd be happy, all ears, leave a comment. This is number 66 when it was new. That's what the fake bumper guards looked like. There's Dan Aykroyd's signature. That's also not included, the Dan Aykroyd trim part. And we're moving along here. There's another bumper sticker there, Slippery Noodle Inn. Apparently they made two cars for the movie. They were performance cars, NASCAR engines, run on like aviation fuel or something strange like that. You can see that's not a normal 351 Windsor, or like what this has, a 5.0 liter, and that's number 61. They marked it on the plate. They also marked it elsewhere. There it looks like a 1-1, so maybe the glove box came from car 1. Anyways, there it is, the camera mounted on it. If you go this place here, that's you can actually recognize this area, but I don't believe it's still there right now. He might not. He might have it in a different location. So that's car 61. Another car, this guy in Florida that makes movie cars. You can see a number of his cars here, the old Monacos. This is car number 58. You can see 58 written on the license plate holder. Difference with 58 is you see it has blue vinyl interior, and then has a rub strip here. So this door was pulled from a Mercury Grand Marquis for the movie. This is 42. 42 is supposed to be somewhere in Canada. You can see the plate holder, 42, 5.0 liter engine. In the dash it's 42. In the back it has looks like it has a trunk of 46. I don't know if 42 has the trunk of 46 or if this is misplaced. 31, that's the other performance car. I heard a rumor that this car might be up for sale, but I haven't seen any ads anywhere for it, so I'm not sure. But it has the older interior style. 46. There's all the cameras, so that probably had a clear windshield as well. It's also a Johnny Lightning card. 39, which apparently was a jump car and was destroyed. Ended up in a junkyard somewhere. Be neat if it were still there, but I doubt it. There it is doing the jump. 43, that was here. I had it for a while. So it's a guy out in Rochester. You can see it's labeled there on the bumper and on the trunk. There it is running through the barricades. And there's the bumpers torn up. So that's still around. That was bought from the movie company. I think it might have been down to see, there it is in 43. 58, 43 are together. So that movie car guy, I think his name is Rick. Then another guy named Huey bought it. I bought it from him, so it was in Florida for a while before it came up north here. 71. 71's, as far as I know, still owned by Universal. There's 71, 5 liter, 302. And that one a man from Madison came out to see it, took measurements, and made a clone, a real nice one. And Dan Aykroyd approved of it, signed it. It was pretty neat. 63 ended up in the junk. There it is after the crush, after it landed, all tore up. 57 was owned by a man in Florida too for a while. It has red seats in this photo. 57 marked in the glove box. 57 marked on the trunk. Number 1 marked on the front. So there's another car named Number 1. After it was here in Florida for a while, then it ended up, the frame rotted out, the transmission dropped, then it went up to Canada. So hopefully the person in Canada will have it. But you can also see it has the rear bumper strips as well. There's Number 1, the plate holder. There's 71. So there's a number of these. So when they say they have a real Blues Brothers car, there's more than one. But there's not that many. So to have one is really special. And Dan Aykroyd, he had I guess someone bought him a car from Chicago, from the police car dealers, and this is it. It also has 2 antennas on the trunk like 66 does now, and that was the prototype car. He liked it, and that was the car that played the second Blues Brothers car rather than the monocle. Mercedes, Taurus, bunch of the jump cars. A lot of people like these light bars, these Jet Sonics, but they had like a whole bunch of cars they wrecked. There they are preparing the jump cars, which were both destroyed. A couple of scenes from the movie, and that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this quick light. I hope you find this interesting. And this movie was made for someone named Jim that may or may not get it. If not, it'll be here. I hope to do more car shows with it. Thank you. Bye.